Hey guys, it's Mike of Photos by Mike, and today I am at the Chula Vista Remote Control Club in California. And what I'm doing is I'm coming to do another test because I'm getting ready to set up for the 2019 Prestige Awards to be held Friday, the 18th of October at Faith Chapel in Spring Valley. That's 9400 Campo Road. So what I'm doing is I have a hotspot. I have a small setup right now, not the whole setup that we'll be using, because I want to see how well the hotspot works. So I'm out in a clearing field where we do all of our flights and stuff, and I'm checking out to see just how well this works. One of the other things that I was going to talk about is the drones. So I'm going to be talking a little bit, rambling on, because I want to see how long this lasts and how well it does, and if I get any interruptions. Facebook, I shouldn't be getting any interruptions. It should be running smooth. That's actually on a game capture card, the Elgato 60 HDS game capture card that I'm using. YouTube is going straight from my Sling Studio hub. I am using Sling Studio. This is gonna be a 3-camera setup. One camera is gonna actually watch the takeoff of a drone. The other camera I'm gonna plug into the drone, and I'm gonna plug into the drone by using this, which is my Crystal Sky. Now this is Crystal Sky 5.5, but as you can see on each of my controllers, I have an attachment for it. I won't be flying this one. I have an attachment for it so that I could plug it right into the Sling Studio system. You'll see me do that in a few seconds also. Looking at the drones, so let me go back and do a little history. I've been flying drones since like 9 years ago. I started off with, they weren't really drones, they were more like toys, the toy helicopters that you buy at the mall. And I played around with those for a lot, and I really wanted to capture video with them. So I went out and bought a Q350 and played around with that. And then I got a Phantom 1, and I bought a stabilizer for it, got it running, got it playing around. And then I finally went out after a while, after doing all my video, getting through all the jello and all that different stuff that comes with learning how to fly drones and learning how to do videotape and film on drones. So I went ahead and I purchased a Phantom 3 Standard, which is a basic learning bird, which was really good for me because I really loved it. It helped me learn to fly better. It helped me learn to do some other things. The hard part was learning how to fly dead stick. So when I have all these other little drones and toy helicopters that I was playing around with, I was flying them actually dead stick. There was no GPS, there was no compass, none of that in it. I was learning how to fly. But after I learned how to fly, it got really easy, so that when I picked up the Phantom 3 Standard, it was like a piece of cake. So I went from the Phantom 3 Standard to needing the sensors under the bottom, and I also needed a 4K. So, and I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money because I didn't know if I was going to really get into this or not. So I went to the Phantom 4K, which is still a Wi-Fi drone, but it gives you 4K camera, and it also has the sensors on the bottom right here for indoors and for flying along the ground. So I went from that to wanting a more professional drone. So after I left that one, I went straight to the the Inspire Professional, which is this drone. Like that drone, this is my working drone. This drone does most of my work for me right now because it's compact. I could put it in a small carrying case, carry it on board, carry it anywhere. But I also wanted something to play around with, to do some selfies and quick runs, something that wasn't really that technical, but pretty good video quality. So I bought myself a Spark. And the Spark with the Fly More kit films at 1080p, but it gives you good picture quality, and it's a really nice drone. So then I went to the Phantom 4 because I wanted to do some optical avoidance, but the Mavic didn't have the weight that I needed in certain areas where it was really, really windy. And I don't really fly when it's really windy, but if it all of a sudden a gust of wind comes up, you could tell on this. But on the Phantom 4, it was running pretty good. But still, this was my workhorse. It did most of my scenes. It's very easy to control. I really love it. And I could hook it straight into my Sling Studio using my Crystal Sky. So I wanted something more movie-ish that I could use for movies and big stuff. So I got the Phantom 1, which was on a deal. And I'm flying all of these drones still. I don't fly the 4K as much anymore, and I don't fly the Spark because that's just for fun. But these 3 drones right here are my major workhorses, and these are the ones that you'll see in flight today. So with that being said, one of the things that we have to do is I have to take a link, one of my camera links, and actually attach it to the Crystal Sky. So when I hook it up, it'll be good. So I'm gonna let you guys look at my equipment while I put on I have a belt that I put on for flying. So just keep looking at the equipment for right now. I'm gonna put on my belt. Now you can hear the RC plane in the background because there are members out at the field flying. This is a safe environment. It allows you to get out and practice. So I'd advise you to go get your AMA card and also join a flight club or a model aircraft club or something so that you can get a little bit more experience. Plus, the members are really, really, really helpful. They like to help you out. So if you join a club, they'll probably help you learn and make the learning experience a little bit more fun, a little bit more interesting. So the first one I'm gonna take out is I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my Phantom 4. And this little belt clip that I have right here allows me to hold my controller when I want to. So you see I'm locking it on and my belt clip is right here. And I'm gonna take this and stick it on right here. It's interchangeable between cameras. And before I hook that onto my belt, I have to get the cable that allows to hook it to my setup. So now I'm set here, and what I gotta do now is pop it on, bring it back a little bit so it's even, lock it into my belt, and then I'm gonna turn on the controller, and as the controller comes up, once it comes on, it should be able to give me the HDMI out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch to where you can see the controller. And right now you're looking at what I look at on the controller. And I'm going to take the aircraft over to the launch area and set it down. Bear with me, right now it's looking for everything and I haven't turned on the drone yet. until I turn on the drone. Okay, so now the drone is on. I'm gonna go fly. And now you can see what the drone is seeing. So that's what the drone's looking at. And now I'm going to switch back to look at the drone. So now we're looking at the drone through my little camera. And I'm ready to fly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start her up. And then I'm going to lift off and go backwards. So here we go. Gotta remember, now I'm gonna spin her around. And I'm gonna switch back to the drone itself. Now you're looking at what the drone's looking at. And I'm gonna take her for a little bit of a flight. You gotta make sure nobody else is flying. Okay, so you're looking at what the drone's looking at. It's about 25 feet off the ground. And right now, I'm going in a circle. And I'm gonna bring it back to me now so that I can switch out drones and have you look at what I'm getting. See, I'm getting a little bit of propeller blade. I'm getting a little bit of breakup right there. I'm actually gonna switch out to another one. You see me under the tent, coming in, and now we're gonna look back at the drone coming in. So there's the drone. It's coming in. Okay, I'm back again for a second. I somehow lost the internet connection. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if that was a switch over or what it was. I'm trying to see if I'm not even connected on Facebook. Okay, let's see if I get back on there. Okay, so I guess I'm back. Nope. It's cutting me off, but it says I'm on the air. Okay. So hopefully I'm on Facebook. And I know I'm on the other one. So switching over from that camera to this one, says I'm still live and says I got good quality. So I hope I'm still recording. But right now, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna switch from this controller to another one. And what I'm gonna do is take you back to the main page. Main page on here, which right now it's still giving me a live view. I'm gonna shut this one down. And I'm gonna remove my what do you call it? My camera link and crystal sky. So I could take that off. This controller's off. I'm going over real quick to shut down my Phantom 4. I'll bring the Phantom 4 back over and set it back in spot. And then I'm going to go ahead and get set up for the Inspire. Now the Inspire is a heavier bird, and it actually has a different feel to it than the smaller birds. It feels like I'm driving a limousine or a Cadillac or something. It's really, really nice. I enjoy it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So I did have one technical difficulty. It's still reading good. It seems like I'm still recording. Okay. And then I'm gonna go cancel out of that and go back to equipment. And now go back here, go to here. Okay. So now I'm switching up recording on my DJI so that I can go to my Inspire 1. Okay, so my Inspire 1 is coming on. I'll let you see that. Switch over to what I'm seeing. And I'm getting ready to go to camera. So right now I should be getting a camera view, but it's not really giving me anything. I'll let you see what the Inspire looks like on the ground there. And she is ready to go. So she is set to go. I don't know why it's not switching over on my HDMI out. Because I can see stuff. Oh, there you go. Okay, so the screen went dark for a second. I'm trying to get it back into capturing my my Inspire 1. It should be, but I'm gonna go ahead and take off, even though I'm not getting a video from the Inspire 1. So, but I know I'm getting video out. I know I'm getting video, but for some reason it won't come up. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and take off so you can see it taking off. And here we go. You can see the landing gears coming up now. It's looking really good. Still not getting a picture out. So I have to, that's one of the things I'm gonna end up having to figure out. But I do have a picture on screen. Let me see what the photo for the video. It looks like it's ready to go. All right, and I'll have to figure that one out on here. But I'm gonna go ahead and take it for a quick flight. See me turning. And that would be my low battery. So I'll bring her back in. Can't really see her anyway. Bring her over. Straighten her out. Bring her here. Gonna go legs down. And you got to see her fly for a little bit. And I don't know why it's not video out. While we're here. Okay, so yep. I have to look at the standards anyway. So I have video, but for some reason it's not putting video out. Let me try to loop this straight to, I'm gonna try to put this straight into the controller. Nope, it's got a smaller controller feed. Okay, so it's not gonna work, and I'll have to figure this one out because I want it to work for, oops. Okay, it came up. And I'm gonna try to restart the camera again. Sorry for doing this while I'm here. I just wanted to check out all aspects of that crab, this particular crab. It's giving me pow, but all right. Well, that's that for that. I'm going to switch back over. I've disconnected the camera. I'm going to switch back over to me, and I'm going to take off my belt because the last bird is my working bird, which is the Mavic. So I'll grab the Mavic and its controller. I will also grab the mount, because there is another mount for the Mavic, which I can use for, but it requires an extra plug, which I can use for the Spark also. I'm going to put the Mavic in here. And I'm going to plug it up. And then I'm going to put another sling on. This sling is to help me hold this controller. Don't mind me, I'm just getting dressed. Okay, and I'm going to put the controller on. I'm going to lock it in. Come out of there. Go back to there. And I'm going to go and then we're going to wait for this one to appear. Hopefully it will appear. That's wrong. Okay. So I don't know if it's the app, because for the Mavic or for the Inspire 1, I have to use an older app. So I don't know if it's the app that's doing that, or if it's because I'm using the DJI Go 4 app for all the other aircraft that I'm flying. And it's not coming up either. Oh, well, it won't come up because the drone's not on. Go ahead and start the drone. Wait till I get a picture. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I think it's the app. So I'm going to have to work on that for fire. But you can see now that you can see what the drone is looking at. So it's got to be the app. So now I'm going to take the drone out. Down this other drone, the Inspire, back over. It is a smoother drone. It flies really, really well. I love it. But I can't get it out. But for the rest, I can. And you can see using the camera link, I'm good. So now you're looking at that camera that's looking at you. Now I'm looking at the camera that's looking at our drone. And I'm going to start her up. And I'm going to take off. Okay. Now you see her up in the air. I'm going to, no. I'm going to spin her around. And I'm going to switch to the drone camera. So now I'm on the drone camera. Ooh, I'm not getting really good quality out. And I'm not sure if I'm still live streaming to YouTube or Facebook. It says I'm still on the air. I'll keep on going, because that's what this whole thing is about, is testing it for a while just to make sure my video is good. And here we go. So if I don't start in sports mode, then, or if I started in sports mode, it won't go into sports mode. So I can't get any speed out of the bird. So I'm gonna bring her down and I'm gonna shut her down and I'm gonna start again. And I'm gonna start again. But I'm gonna start her out of sports mode. Okay, so she's down, sitting down. Start it back up. Bring her up. Start her down and switch to her. There you go. Now she's up. So she's moving about 10 miles an hour. I'm gonna go ahead and spin her around and bring her back down the field. Now I'm gonna switch to sports mode. Let's see if that works. Wow. Okay, bring her up some. Go. Yeah. Yeah, that ain't real good. Yep. Not getting a lot out of her. And you can see these other drones, the drone is kind of sluggish, which I really don't like. It's smooth when I'm actually flying, but, and when I'm doing some slow video stuff, but it's just kind of sluggish for me. But I will tell you this, the Inspire is really smooth. I really like that drone. I'm gonna try to fly it more. I need to get a second battery for it. They're kind of expensive, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, so let me turn back to the other camera because I'm getting ready to land. And here we go, we're landing. And there she goes down. And she's down, she's shut down. I've flown 3 of the drones. I've used the Crystal Sky, and I've used a bunch of other different things to do it. I'm gonna go over right now, excuse me, and get my drone. I'm gonna shut it down. So let me shut this last drone down. So I'm gonna shut the drone down, moving away from the table. And once I shut the drone down, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up my hand camera, and then I'm gonna switch to it. And so I'm gonna switch to it so you can see some of the stuff that I'm doing. You see I have it in my hand, and I'm gonna go to it right now. You can see the tripod that I'm filming with. Then here's the Inspire. Closer look at it. There's the controller for the Spark. There's the Spark. There's the Phantom 4. There's the Phantom 4K. And I'll go back over to the other table, which has my Crystal Sky with the camera link on it. Tilt it back some. On the controller for the Mavic, which is right there. My switching board to switch between cameras. You can see the 3 different camera modes right there. The actual drone mode is frozen right now, but it's still putting out a picture. And let me put the Mavic back on the table as you're looking at it. Also, I want to go over and take a look at my computer that's putting out my Elgato program, the Sling Studio hub with a microphone receiver for the wireless mic that I have on me, the Elgato HD60S game card, various junk that is behind the scene, my holder, the pouches, my toolbox for my drones, everything else that the drones go along with, you get to see as I walk around behind it. Then I'll come back to me. Okay, so I tried to make this particular video last a little bit because I just want to get out there and see how my hotspot works, see if it'll hold it. I had a couple of drops, which I'm gonna have to watch out for on that show day, but I'm not gonna be in an area where it's so crowded that I'm not gonna be able to get everything that I need to get. I mean, it'll keep broadcasting. Right now I'm having bad quality, so I'm probably getting some sketchy stuff on YouTube. I'm still on the air on Facebook, I think. I haven't checked it. Now I'm up to marginal, but that's basically it in a nutshell. I'm trying to get a little bit of a quality video put out. Well, not quality, but a little bit of a video continuous put out. I've had one break doing this whole thing. As you can see, I've got all the drones out on the table, playing around with them, flying them. It was just one of those days that I wanted to get out and fly a little bit. But at the same time, I wanted to try to test this hotspot to make sure it's gonna work for us on the night that we have it. It will. I'll also set up my my phone as a backup, so if it drops in my AT&T wireless, although it doesn't work that well. I hope you enjoyed it, coming out with me and flying a little bit. I enjoy